Hey guys, Tom from $1 here. If you're looking to start making money online writing for the first time, then one of your best options is via what's known as a content mill. And in short, these are companies that work with people and organizations, and they act like a middleman. So they give you work they find via marketing, etc. So these are companies that will find the people who are trying to pump out articles, usually designed to satisfy a search engine algorithm for as cheap as possible, most of the time. It's something that worked quite well in the past, but it's no longer effective, but these companies still exist. And a content mill can work in your favor for a few reasons. For one, it doesn't require much experience. And secondly, you don't need to find your client as much as the work is right in front of you. However, the only downfall is that you won't get paid as much as if you went directly to a client. In fact, it's one of the lowest paying opportunities in the writing world online. As with anything though, there are pros and cons. Nonetheless, if you want to make money writing online for the first time, I highly recommend you check out a few of these content mills. The reason being is you're going to build experience, you're going to network with some clients that can pay you much more, as well as get you a paycheck. It'll just give you a feel for what the industry is like. As always, I'm 100% honest, and I only push products that work. So don't expect much with these content mills, but it can get your feet wet in the writing industry. And from there, you're going to want to branch out to much higher writing opportunities, but I'll leave that for another day. So that being said, let's begin. Let's start with number one. It's TEXTBROKER. It's possibly the largest content mill online. I put that in quotes. I've used them personally, and I have nothing but great things to say about them. If you're interested in starting to write, you're not going to make a lot of money. But if you want to become a writer, they just first ask that you submit a sample in which you're graded on a 2 to 5 star scale. And when you're on your dashboard, you will see that you'll have 2 to 5 stars. Usually you're going to be in the 3 or 4 stars. As long as your grammar's pretty good and your spelling, the editors will take a look at your work and grade you. And then as time progresses and you submit work, they'll keep grading you and you can upgrade. Most of the time you'll see that there's thousands of jobs available. So for example, there's 3,300 articles looking to be written right now. And the thing is that they don't pay a lot. Usually you're looking at a penny to a little over a penny and a half a word. So you're looking at, I'll show you here if we click on one of these at random, at 800 to 1,000 word article will pay you $11 to $14. Again, I'm going to warn you, the pay isn't great, and that's what these content mills are like. You can dish out articles that aren't going to be high of quality, but this is a great way to gain experience, meet clients, and get higher paying orders. I have had private clients on this website, and I've made much more than a penny an article, and it's great because I can just start working right now. As you can see, there's thousands of articles. You just click on a topic of interest, follow the description when a client asks, and you write it, and then it gets approved if they like it. You can expect to make maybe $100, $200 a week if you work here and there. They pay out via PayPal weekly. You can also work whenever you want, which is great. So if you want to take months off, go ahead. If you want to work $100 with articles in one day, you can. TEXTBROKER is definitely my favorite on the list. Again, warning, and I'll say it a million times, you're not going to get rich, but use this as a great stepping stone for experience and meeting other people who need authors, writers like you. If you want to start writing in little as 24 hours, iWriters want to turn into. However, before you get excited, this platform tends to pay the least at first and can be the most frustrating because clients can deny your work for no reason, and it tends to attract a lot of low-quality workers. And to get started, you're going to have to fill out an application and write a small 200-word prompt, as you can see here. It's just going to ask you to tell you about yourself and why you'd want to write for iWriter, and you will read that there is a lot of bad things about this content mill, and while I agree, there are cons, there are some pros. If you consider yourself a decent writer and feel you can rise in rank, you can earn as much as $30 per 500 words, but in the beginning, you're going to make probably a penny per word. Again, you're going to have to find clients who want to work with you privately. So to move up the ranks, you'll be rated each time you submit an article, with elite writers having the most perfect ranking. And then you'll need at least write 25 articles before you can be upgraded. And like TEXTBROKER, you can log into your dashboard and pick and choose the jobs you want. There's no commitment. You can work anytime. iWriter pays weekly via PayPal, and you do need $20 to cash out. The Content Authority, this is one of the better choices if you're an entry-level writer. And the company isn't always accepting applications, as you could see here. But it doesn't hurt to at least bookmark the link I'll put in the description. Keep checking because it does open up. If you do sign up, they do ask that you submit a brief sample article, as you can see right here. This is pretty standard among all the companies I mentioned. And you'll also have to write formal articles using English grammar at a high school level. Again, the standards aren't high, nor is the pay. You can expect to make anywhere from a little less than a penny, and then it increases from there. It's one of the lowest paying content mills, but it's one to consider if you want more than one option. CROWDCONTENT, this isn't as well known as many have listed, but they have worked with a lot of well-known clients. You could see here more than 6,000 of them, including Lowe's and 3M WordPress and so forth. And what makes them different is that they use what's known as a performance rating system. And sure, this system will score you as a writer, essentially paying you more the higher you rank. So a 1-star rating will earn you about 1.2 cents, whereas a 4-star rating can earn you up to 6+ cents. So after each job you submit, the client will rank you anywhere from 1 to 5 stars, which will effectively affect your quality level. And aside from writing long-form content, they also have jobs available where you can write social media posts, which could pay maybe $2 or something, and so forth. Just like the other content mills I mentioned, you can apply to open orders or you can work with clients directly. And the greatest thing, at least from what I read from the reviews, is that they pay 2 times a week and you only need $10 to cash out. So this is another one where you can grow as a writer, and they have great customer service and you could find the jobs immediately, and then there's a variety of content that you can write. I'll link to all of these in the description so you can go straight to the application page to sign up if you're interested. Writers Access is another one. It's kind of like TEXTBROKER, but it's much harder to get into from what I found. If you want to join, you'll have to submit a resume as well as any links you've worked on in the past. So it's best to have some writing samples. You'll also have to add your LinkedIn profile if you have one. And similar to TEXTBROKER, you're going to see a similar setup. So you're going to get graded on a star rating with payments ranging anywhere from a penny to 4 cents a word. It's not much, but it's a great way to get your feet wet in the industry. Again, this is what your application will look like, and it's the same in regards to when you want to find work. You can either pick and choose jobs, and then you can apply on what's known as a casting call, where clients list a project and you choose they choose a writer based on who applies, usually based on your profile and what you've done. As a freelancer, in some cases, you can also set your own prices, so that's a plus. And it's one that's won a variety of awards in the Inc. 5000 for many years straight. So it's a reputable company to work for, alongside with a lot of the other ones I've mentioned in the video. This one's Writer's Domain. Out of all the content mills I write about, this probably pays the most, with a lot of writers earning anywhere from 2 to 5 cents a word. The only downfall is that they only pay out once a month and you need at least $100. That's pretty high. Like the many I've talked about, they use an open pool system wherein you can just select any of the jobs you please with no minimum commitment like most. Log in whenever you want, work whenever you want. And if you do apply, the company asks that you pass a grammar test and you'll have to submit a small 400-word article to be considered, and due to the applicants could take a few days to hear back. And the projects at a glance projects range anywhere from 400 to 800 words, and that can be anywhere from $12 to $40. You can access community writers, and articles range anywhere from blog posts to web page copies, and you have dedicated support throughout the week. So if you're interested, again, you can follow that link. Even if you're approved, you may be placed on a waiting list, so keep that in mind. And if you do fail, they do allow you to apply every 6 months. Okay, so those are some of my favorite content mill companies. It's more of companies that will accept freelance writers who have very little experience. So don't let the word content mill discourage you. It's a great stepping stone that can earn you a penny to 4 cents a word. And as you get better, you'll learn the ropes and you'll learn how to reach out and Upwork or network with these clients and make many more. So sign up for as many of these content mills as possible. Also go to the link in the description. I've listed many more you could choose from. I'm always honest. These are not scams, I promise. There's no need to be perfect. Since you're only making a penny to 5 cents a word, you don't need to write like a New York Times bestseller. Just make sure your grammar's good and reread what you write, and you should be fine. As long as you're not writing gibberish, just be smart about your words. It's not a problem. And content mills, again, are a great stepping stone. So the more you write, the more you make. Just have a game plan on how much you want to earn, and great things can happen. So don't let people discourage you. As a rookie freelance writer, it can be hard to find writing gigs, but I hope these websites can help you find, hopefully, a path to what could make you hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars or whatever you're looking for. It is a great job once you find a good amount of paying clients. I only recommend this if you're starting out as a beginner. If you already have a lot of experience and a great portfolio, then there's many better options than this. I'll leave that for another time, or of course you can use Google. That's going to do it for now. Always check out lushDollar.com. Check out the videos. I'm always honest with anything money related, whether it's making money, being smart with your money, saving money, etc. I'll keep adding videos as much as I can. Keep checking them out. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. Of course, it's optional. That does it for now. See you guys next time.